It's story time once again. Yes, story time. And do you have any idea about what today's story is about? You know those guys behind me? Do you have any idea who they are? What do you think they're about to do? Can you give me some information about who they are? Yes, who are those guys? Well, today's story I will introduce you to. I will introduce you to those guys today, and you will have an opportunity to know about the Bears vacation. Yes, the Bears vacation. That's what we're going to look at today. And the story starts out with hooray, hooray, we're on our way. Our summer vacation starts today. Summer vacation. Do you like going on a summer vacation? Do you have any idea what you like to do when you go on a summer vacation? Yes, I'm asking about your summer vacation and what you might want to do on your summer vacation. Maybe you'll get some ideas about what the Bear family did on their vacation. So here we go. Off on the roads they go, traveling to their summer vacation. And here we are, they say, with what a wonderful trip. Let's get in the water. Let's go for a dip. They're excited as soon as they get to their home, all ready to go swimming, to take a dip, all ready to start their vacation in their vacation home. And what do you know? When they get there, they begin immediately going forward with summer vacation. Small bear, don't go too far. I want to see you wherever you are. Yes, Mama Bear wants to make sure that he doesn't get lost, that nothing happens to him. She wants to make sure he stays in sight. And first thing he does is what? Finds the water. Don't you worry. Don't you fear. I'll show him all the dangers here. That is who? That's Papa Bear telling them, I'm going to take care of them. There are any dangers out there? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And so they go to enjoy the wonderful time there. And what does he do? The very first thing, he forgets about the warnings. And so he's talking to him and says, hey, I'll watch out. Then here's the first rule you should always know: obey all warning signs. Look around. Are there any warning signs to be found? What does this warning sign say? Do you have any idea? And why is there? Warning, strong undertow. Do you know what that means? That means that you shouldn't go swimming there. That means that the water is very, very strong and can wash you away. But notice what he does. Instead of paying attention to the sign, he throws his towel on it and gets in the water anyway, ignoring the sign. But guess what Junior says? There's one, and I think you should know. It says in big, strong letters, strong undertow. He's warning his dad that he shouldn't be there. But what does dad say? Oh, yes, small bear, you're right, it does. Do you see how good my first rule was? Do you see how he ignored his first rule? And guess what happens because he ignores his first rule? Yes, Papa. Here, catch hold of this. I'll be safe when I swim now. That lesson was fine. Yes, that lesson of don't swim in the undertow when it's very, very strong. He got that very well. Yes, see that sign? He did not ignore it. Guess what? You'll be safe when you're diving too. After diving too, after you get that great opportunity, I'll give you a rule number 2. Look first, then dive. When all is clear, now let's take a look. Is there anything near? Yes, Dad, there is. I see a twig. Never mind the twig. It's not that big. Just ignore it. I'll dive in anyway. You proved it, Dad. Even a twig can be harmful. A twig can, in fact, hurt me. But yes, he dived in and ignored the twig. And look what happened. He hurt his head. Yes, a big old goose egg on his head. Look at him trying to figure out what to do next, to tell him the next rule. Right now, my son, that's very true. It's a pleasure to teach you these rules to you. Dad, I remember the rules you gave. Now let's go surfing. Let's ride on a wave. Oh, yes, let's ride on a wave. Now we go on to rule number 3. Beware of all the rocks when surfing at the sea. When surfing at the sea, there may be rocks. We must beware of all of them. Look, Papa, rocks right there ahead. We should be aware of them, as you said. Those rocks are much too far away. The surf will not hurt us. The surf will not reach us. The rocks were over there and we are here. The surf will not reach those rocks today. Then, on the other hand, we might end up in those rocks. You see, I was right. Those rocks are ones that we need to pay attention to. I think I understand safety now. Thank you, Dad, for showing me how to be safe. But I have much more to tell my son. My safety rules have only begun. Yes, I have more to tell him because my safety rules have only begun. When people vacation at the shores, they like to take walks. They like to explore. So watch your step is rule number 4. There are many sharp cells along the seashore, so make sure you watch your step as you go. Here's a sharp one. I'll step with care, but may I keep it? It looks quite rare. Wait now. Don't touch anything yet. There's another rule you have to get. Here it is, rule number 5. Watch what you touch. It may be alive. Rule 4 and 5 are good to know. Now I'll be safe wherever I go. Now not quite, my son. Hop into this boat. You must learn the rule for safety afloat. There's more to learn about safety. Out in a boat, you must take care. And here's rule number 6, small bear. Keep a sharp lookout. It's easy to do. Watch me now. I'll do it for you. Watch me now. I'll do it for you. See, look. See, like this. Only a fool will sail on the sea. Without this rule, we must always be watchful and make sure we know where we're going. It's a very good rule. I can see that, Dad. Without it, things might get very, very bad. Yes, things might get very, very bad. I've been happy to learn all you have to teach. And are we ready now to go back to the beach? I have one more rule before we go. And then you'll know all you need to know. One more thing people do at the shore. They go underwater and explore. In exploring underwater places, there are many, many dangerous species. And my last rule is simple and clear. Stay out of caves when exploring down here. This cave is big and wide. It might be safe to go inside. But Papa, do you know Do you think, Papa, do you think you should? Something tells me it won't be good. As I was saying, stay out of small spaces and other places and dangerous places. Yes, stay out of small spaces and be careful for the dangers. Wow, we learned that rule very fast. Pow, because away the big whale just ripped apart our boat. Yes, it just tore apart our boat. That's safety that we must know. Yes, that rule was the very last one. My safe vacation rules are done. Ma, you won't have to worry anymore. Pa taught me how to be safe at the shores. So, Ma, you don't have to be worried because Pa taught me how to be safe. So we have to remember safety is always important no matter where we go. There's rules for everyone to know, rules that we all must follow. Yes, it's important when we follow the rules because they may make a difference to you and to I. So make sure that you know what the rules are on your vacation. Make sure that you are following the rules to know that no one gets hurt. No one ends up in danger.